Hello, welcome to another episode of...
Are you okay?
I'm good. Hi, welcome to another episode of the Ike and Zeke podcast. I'm Ike,
I'm Zeke.
and we're very excited to have another episode for you today. Got a jam-packed episode. We're going to talk about the NFL a bit, going into the playoffs, headed into the playoffs. It's a very exciting time. Then we have another Key 3 Cup 5 edition, and this is an NBA version.
Oh, let's
We're gonna have some fun.
Awesome time.
And then we're actually going to start a new series, and it's regarding the spiritual disciplines. So we're going to talk a bit about prayer today. All right, but first, we're going to get into NFL, all right? So, it's wild card weekend. There's a lot of games. I'm actually going to go through them all right now really quick.
Oh, nice.
Just a list. Chargers, Patriots, Steelers, Texans,
Woo, Steelers.
Jags, Bills.
Ooh.
And then on the NFC side, we have Rams, Panthers, Bears, Packers, and Eagles, Niners. So, I have a two-part question. So, out of those games, I can list them again if you need a refresher, but which of those games, or which one of those games excites you the most, and who do you actually see coming out of the NFC and AFC to make the Super Bowl?
Oh, man. Definitely the game that excites me is the Eagles and Niners for sure. I feel like there's going to be some high volume offense with
High octane offense.
High octane offense, and I'm excited to see what. Again, I think the Niners are going to score, the Eagles are going to score, and I think it's going to be a close game as well. It's going to be a very close game, and it's going to probably come down to a field goal. I can see it being like 35-32 or something like that, where that's
high scoring.
Mm-hmm. And the game that's gonna stress me out the most is probably the Steelers and the Texans, and just because I don't know what to expect with the Steelers. I mean, hopefully they don't get a first round exit again and everything. And
gotta win one playoff game.
at least one. Like, come on, Mike, end the streak.
The drought.
End the drought and the streak. And then Chargers and Patriots. Chargers and Patriots, that'll be a good game as well, too. So those are the three games I'm excited for and all that. And so who's going to come out is the question. Wait, who are the Rams playing again?
The Rams play the Panthers.
Oh, wow. So, they're going to...
Panthers did beat them in the regular season.
I did ask that just because I think the Rams are probably going to...
Oh.
I'm leaning on them.
You see them?
Yeah.
You don't trust the Seahawks?
No.
That's the one seed?
I mean, as much as I want to, it's as exciting as they've been. I still think I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough to go, and then I would say this is tough. Like that, the other side is kind of tough for me.
Mm.
Can you remind me again?
Yeah. In the AFC, we have Chargers, Patriots, Steelers, Texans, Jags, Bills.
I mean, if you look at it face value, Bills should. Mm-hmm. They should be able to make it. But I feel like the Patriots, as much as I want to say the Patriots, they're too young, I feel like. And so, I think they need more experience. And so, much as I don't want to say it, I'm going to say Bills. So it's going to be Bills and Rams at the Super Bowl, I feel like. And as much as I want to say the Eagles, I don't know. It's just a lot of question marks and everything. I got to be more realistic and everything. The same with the Steelers, too. As much as I want to say the Steelers, I don't know. So those are my picks, the Bills and the Rams.
Okay. It took you forever to get to the game that I find the most intriguing, which is the Jags and Bills, because I feel like the winner of that game, I think, is going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I agree.
And honestly, I'm not, like, people keep saying, I mean, Josh Allen, obviously with no Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, he's by far the most experienced guy.
Exactly.
Or I would say he's the best player.
There should be no excuses, I feel like.
No excuses, but I think an explanation would be the fact that as a 6 seed now, he has to play all of his games on the road.
That's true.
The path to to the title game isn't going to be easy. And I don't think this team they're a good team, but I don't think this is the best Bills team he's ever had.
Oh, no, definitely. I think.
So, honestly, I feel like I'm gonna go with this is not the real upset, but like, the emotional upset, and say the Jags are gonna. I think the Jags are gonna make it because they're a well-oiled machine right now. They've won, I think, 8 straight games.
Mm-hmm.
They're 13-4, and like nobody has really discussed them as like a real.
Yeah, they had a quiet, impressive season, I feel like, and again, Trevor Lawrence
He's playing out of his mind right now. He's playing really well. And then I almost agreed with you in the NFC, but I'm gonna actually stick with the 1 seed. I think Seattle.
Man, really?
I think because their defense is just what I saw them do. The Niners, they held them to 3 points when the Niners they've been cooking recently. I think even if Sam Darnold doesn't melt down, I feel like they could just win by virtue of their defense. Honestly,
Their defense just carrying up and everything.
And they have weapons offensively. It's not like they don't have a good offense. I just don't think Sam Darnold needs to do too much. If he doesn't turn the ball over or have a playoff game like he did last year, I think they're going to be in a good position.
I feel like we thought the same thing with the Lions as well too in the past, where it's like their defense was great, but then it was like, oh, Jared Goff, he just let the run game do everything. So I'm just saying though too, as far as I mean, Sam Darnold and Jared Goff are 2 different players, but I'm just saying as well, like, I feel like you do need some eliteness too as a quarterback as well too for those close games and those games that matter and everything. Like, yeah, you can play great in the regular season, but again, the reason why I said the Rams was because Matthew Stafford has a proven track record as an experienced player that can deliver in the big moments and everything. And Sam Darnold, on the other hand, not as much as him. And so that's why.
That's true.
I mean, as much as I understand what you're saying as far as the defense will defense can only do so much. You can still got to score. You can still got to score.
I think if they hold, I think they can hold teams. I don't think their defense will allow more than 20 points in a game in the playoffs. And I think they have JSN, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, who is leading the league in receiving. They have a good running game. I think he just needs to play solid. I'm not saying he needs to he can't just get away with less than 150 passing yards and no touchdowns. Like, he just needs to be solid. I'm saying he can't have the back-breaking turnovers because turnovers are even more impactful in the playoffs.
Yeah, especially in the playoffs, and then that can lead to field goals. That can lead to touchdowns and all that. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see as far as that. I mean, I was so close. It's just as far as, again, quarterbacks do make a difference in the playoffs. As much as I want to say the Seahawks, as far as their defense has produced, and they've been producing on offense as well too, and again, their offense is exciting to watch as well. I'm still, again, hesitant because of their quarterback, Sam Darnold, and everything. And again, when we think about the past and everything, you do need some form of elite quarterbacks with Patrick Mahomes and even Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow. Again, and then, I mean, there are exceptions to that, don't get me wrong, as far as Brock Purdy and then all that, but it's like you need, I don't know if they're at that level where, with that San Francisco 49ers team, where they were stacked, ridiculously stacked.
I mean, yeah. Their defense is littered with guys who are all pro level. They have a great secondary, and then their coach, Mike McDonald, he was the Ravens defensive coordinator, and then since he left, they've nosedived. So, obviously, he had a great impact on them, and now he's having a great impact on Seattle. But this is definitely a weird type of year. I think this is a team that's going to hoist the trophy. Unless it's the Bills, it's not going to be somebody that is like we're used to, unless the Eagles repeat, which I don't think their offense can. As much as I want to be rooting for them and everything, as much as I want, I'm also realistic as far as I know we've had some problems throughout the year with everybody. Everybody. Yeah. You can say it.
No, I'm not gonna say a specific player or anything like
that.
that.
We'll just say there's been problems in Philadelphia. That's fine.
But I think once this season's over and we make some necessary adjustments, it'll be a different story for sure. But I mean, we still made it to the playoffs, and we still, again, we're probably gonna beat the 49ers, and so yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. I'm excited. We'll see what happens.
I'm excited too.
All right, guys, we have another fun edition of Keep 3, Cut 5, and this is the NBA version. So we're going to do 2 different categories within the NBA. First off, though, we're going to start with playoff moments.
Playoff moments.
I'm going to give you a list of 8 playoff moments, and you won't know which one's coming next, again, but you got to decide if you want to keep that specific moment or cut it. All right.
How many?
There's 8. You get to keep 3.
3? Man, okay.
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Reggie Miller, 8 points in 9 seconds.
Oh, you start off with a. Whoo. That was crazy to see too. I feel like there are better moments. I mean, that was crazy. No one expected that to happen, but I'm gonna cut it. As much as I want to keep it, I love that moment too. Ooh.
Okay. Kobe Bryant's buzzer beater against the Suns in the first round.
Ooh, that one was a good one too. Cause I saw that too, and I was hyped when that happened. But I feel like man, that's the one where he. I'm gonna cut it because I feel like there's something big. I feel so bad. Sorry.
All right, you've cut the first 2. We got 6 left. Allen Iverson steps over Tyronn Lue.
Oh, I love that. I love AI. You know that I love AI too. Oh,
see, if you left him so much to keep him,
that was so iconic. I gotta do it for man.
You keeping?
Man, I love him too. I got to. That was iconic. I love AI. I got to keep it.
Okay. Ray Allen 3 in Game 6 to tie the Spurs in the finals.
That was a big moment. I feel like that. Yeah, that's a big moment. I feel like if you don't have that, because again, he changed everything with that shot. If he didn't make that shot, who knows what? Yeah, you got to keep it. I feel like that's one of the biggest ones. I feel like.
Okay. That's 2. You only get 1 more keep.
Oh, jeez. I didn't even think of that, man.
All right. Dame waves goodbye to the Thunder.
Okay.
Okay. That was quick. Wow.
I mean...
No respect for Dame time. All right.
No, I mean... Yeah. It was cool.
I will admit you got some heavy hitters left, so let's see if you actually decide. Right.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that's why, but it was an iconic moment. It wasn't...
Kawhi Leonard's shot against the Sixers to end the series.
Oh, man. I should have cut. How many y'all got left after this one?
2.
I'm going to be mad if I... When I saw that live, I was stunned. Oh, I feel like I know what the big moment is too. That's why I should have kept this over, a certain something, but I couldn't. So
you couldn't. You got an option.
This should be in it, but I'm gonna cut because I feel like I know what the big one is. I know what the big one is.
Let's say if you do. Okay, so you cut that. All right, you got 2 more. So MJ hits his final shot as a Bull.
I'll keep.
In the
keep. Yeah.
You keep in that. Okay.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah.
All right.
I knew that. That's what
you decided to keep Allen Iverson stepping over Tyronn Lue.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Allen's shot to tie against the Spurs in the finals in Game 6.
Yes.
And Michael Jordan hitting his final shot as a Bull against the Jazz in the finals.
That's right.
And you decided to cut, finally, LeBron's block against the Warriors.
I knew that was coming. Yeah, that was well, as much as I appreciate that, there was a certain someone that hit a three over Curry and everything. And
You think
actually,
that was? Is that more memorable? Honestly,
I'm just saying, if he didn't hit that shot,
yeah. Would he have had a chance to hit that shot if LeBron didn't block that shot?
all I'm saying is, who hit the shot to help him be up and all that. So
You did all right. You shouldn't have kept Allen Iverson.
yeah, as much as I love AI and all, I felt bad. I felt wrong as an AI
You
fan.
cut Kawhi Leonard's shot.
I know, like yeah. Realistically, that should have been in there, and then you could have made who else? I feel like Ray Allen.
Yeah, you kept Ray Allen. You needed to keep Ray Allen's shot.
Ray Allen or LeBron could have been interchangeable to me, but I feel like you need Michael Jordan's shot, like that shot.
Yeah.
You had to have that.
Yeah.
So realistically, it was, I would say Ray Allen shot, Kawhi shot,
Michael Jordan,
and then LeBron. Those four will probably be the top ones.
It's true. All right, this one's gonna be, I'd argue, even more difficult, possibly.
Oh Lord, what is this?
All right, this version is dynamic duos.
Mm.
All right. So you ready? First names up.
Wait, am I keeping 3?
You keep 3. You're cutting 5. First names up. Dwayne Wade and LeBron.
I'm thinking of dynamic duos. Let's see. Oh, that's a good man. Why you start off with them, man? I'm cutting.
All right. Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant.
Cut.
So quick. Wow.
I don't want to give no one props.
Okay. Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Keep.
Okay.
That's iconic. They're iconic. Yeah.
Jerry West and Wilt Chamberlain.
Ooh, that's a good one. They only won one to. I'll cut.
Okay. Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
The Twin Towers. That's the 5th one?
Yes.
Cut.
Okay, you got 3 more left and you've only kept 1. Alright. Next up, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Keep.
Quick keep.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright.
Let's see. I feel like I know who the next, and I'm gonna say them too.
You feel like you're gonna say the next one. Okay. John Stockton and Karl Malone.
Yeah, cut. It's this last one I know. It's a good one.
Okay, so the last 2 you decided to keep. Wait, so you have kept Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Mm-hmm.
And you decided to keep Kobe and Pau Gasol.
Oh, you know good and well you're not supposed to say that's no. How dare you? How you know good and well who should be that not Pau Gasol. Really?
You can't think
you know
too much.
You know exactly who I was looking for.
I know you were thinking before, but you cut some good duos. You think you cut Dwayne Wade and LeBron?
Because I thought I was
cut Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant.
I don't feel nothing about that. I don't.
Yeah.
LeBron and D Wade, I could have kept then. And then, yeah. Man, I thought you troll, because you know good and well who I was gonna. I was like, that was a good fake out though.
All right, but you did good. Not too bad. You definitely did. I think you did better. I mean, you had egregious misses on both, but you did pretty good.
Egregious?
Yeah, the first one you left out Kawhi Leonard's shot against the against the Sixers, and then you didn't choose like anybody on this list. Honestly, besides John Stockton and Karl Malone, you could have kept over Kobe and Pau Gasol. But you got arrogant. You're like, oh, I know what's coming up. It's gonna be Kobe and Shaq.
You just changed. You just switched it up, probably.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I did.
Because you're like, no, I can't let him have a W.
You got a W.
I did, yeah. Kobe and Powell, they were cool.
All right, good job. We'll see you next time on this one, on this version. Or maybe, it'll be me now.
Yeah, I got you. Because, yeah.
Alright guys, to end our episode, we're going to start a series regarding spiritual disciplines. And for today, we're going to start with prayer. Alright? So, this is something that I feel like is very important. And as a Christian, the concept and practice of prayer is something that, is discussed or mentioned a lot. But a lot of people might not realize what prayer actually means and what that actually goes along with. And the idea that prayer is dependent on four things in my mind and written in the Bible. The mindset, the act of being continuous in it, dependency, and then intercession. So, Zeke, out of these four, which one do you feel like is something that is not really discussed as much regarding prayer that you feel like needs to be honed in on? Regarding mindset, continuous, dependency, and intercession.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I feel like you do need four. You need all of them. But the one that really I feel like sticks out to me is definitely I want to say mindset really does stick out to me with it as well. I say the mindset because I think some people will pray, but then they won't pray, if that makes sense. Like sometimes it's like, if I thank you to amen and everything too, and if you don't have the right mindset of like taking your conversation with God like seriously and understanding the intimacy behind it and the closeness and the nearness of it, then again, that's gonna get into even the other three parts, which is being continuous, dependent, and then the intercession part as well too. So I would say mindset is first and foremost. Like, you have to have the right mindset as far as when you are praying, make sure you're in a quiet place and make sure you're again, just know what you want to pray about. And again, I think sometimes too, it's like you have to ask yourself, do I need to put a time limit on it, as far as like, I want to make sure I'm praying this long, or I want to make sure I'm also praying this long. And then that goes into making sure you're continuous with it as well too. And then it makes sure you're like able to hear God as well too during that time. And so, because again, you got to be very intentional about it and everything. And when we when we talked about the fruits of the spirits, we talked about the importance of having the right mindset and the right discipline for all those things that take work, that take action, that take planning and purpose as well. So I would say mindset is very important.
All right, you hit on a lot of things, but one thing that you just said, you talked about a quiet place, and I just want to discuss a verse that is what you said. It's Matthew 6:6. It says, "But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you." I think the sentiment of this is of course, like literally meaning, we should be in a quiet place where we're removing distractions and we're focusing on this conversation. That is what prayer is. It's a conversation. You gotta be able to, you're speaking, but also you gotta sometimes be okay with just listening, hearing what God has to say to you, and that belief of doing it in private, as opposed to trying to do things in front of people just so you can show and help be able to say. Obviously, we want to be proud in our faith, but you don't want to do it to the point where it's a facade. You're just doing it just so you can tell people or show people the idea of the fact that you have a close relationship in regards to prayer with God. You want to be able to pray on your own, and the Lord will reward you. And so this we also, I just want to discuss the other element of dependence a bit, because I feel like at times we always talk about and hear of the far-reaching nature of God, but we don't really actually sometimes always go to him like we should, because he is obviously loves us more than any person in this world, but and we don't even sometimes depend on him as much as we do on people. I was just talking to Mom earlier this week, and she was saying, you know, whenever you came home from college, you would ask me to make you chicken and rice when you'd come home. And when you asked me, when you were driving home over the weekend, you were expecting over that weekend that you were going to get chicken and rice, and you weren't like hesitant about it at all. You felt like when you asked, you had a dependency, and realizing that this request that I made to my mom is going to be met. The same thing applies to God. He will do things that are according to his will if we are willing to ask him. Sometimes we don't even ask because we feel like, you know, this might be too much to ask. And maybe sometimes you might not always get things when you want them, but you will always get things when you need them. That's how God works. He supplies all of our needs when we need them. So just to emphasize this, Mark 11:24, it says, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." And this sentiment of this verse is also applying to the fact that you have to have faith in advance, you know, praising God in advance, and just walking around like, yeah, this need that I have, it will be supplied, and I'm not going to allow my situation to dictate how I allow myself to praise God and pray to him and worship him. So yeah, I do believe that prayer is something that, like you said, is continuous. You got to have that mindset. Obviously, not all the time will you have things going on in your day, whatever, but you have to have that mindset of, you know, I'm going through this situation. I had a difficult time at work, whatever. I'm going to go to God to help me ease my emotions. I'm going to go to God whenever I have even the smallest problems. We love going to God when we have these huge problems, because we feel like he can solve all of them for us. But are we going to go to him not only for our problems, but for direction and focus on what we need to do? You got anything to say?
Oh yeah, I think it's beautiful what you said about as far as again that personal, making sure you're personally praying to God, and also just making sure that you're building that trust with God. You're building and having that right mindset, and also the intentionality. And I will say this as well too. I think it is important to also, again, God teaches us to spread the gospel as well, to spread the word. And I believe in the same thing as well as for prayer as well, because I do remember that I have friends who want me to pray for them, or want me to pray with them and everything, or pray for them as well too. And I believe that's a beautiful thing as well too, because I think, again, like, some people need to hear prayer. Some people need to hear prayer warriors as well too, because again, I feel like there's a beauty in it. There's a beauty in hearing and seeing how God uses you as an example in some ways as well too. And because, again, with David as well too, he was a wonderful musician and everything. What he do, he played the music instruments in front of others, and he danced and everything too. And so as much as we were talking about as far as praying, as far as like making sure we're being in a private place as well, like, we shouldn't also we shouldn't be scared or hesitant as to pray in front of others or have others pray for us as well too. Because again, there is a beauty in that. There is a beauty in just sharing as well. There's a beauty in, speaking life into others as well too, and even like others hearing your testimony as well too, and all, because again, God calls us to share and spread the gospel to others in different ways.
Yeah, but I mean, part of what you're also discussing is the idea of intercession. Like you said, speaking on your friend, like you have friends that some of them came to you in prayer, some might not.
Right.
And you still, like, God loves someone who is unselfish, and we can make requests not just for ourselves. We gotta make requests for those who we love as well. So, and believe that they're going to be done. We got a family member that is going through something. Maybe they need someone else to intercede on their behalf. That can be you, it can be us, it can be anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, that's great. You put that perfectly. So, we are going to continue on these spiritual disciplines. I feel like this is very important, and I feel like at times you need to understand what the disciplines are, because the thing about discipline is not all the time will you be motivated to do certain things, but if you have the discipline where this is something that is a way of life, you believe that prayer is something that you need to make you function, honestly, to get through scenarios that are going through that you go through in life, you'll be the better for it. So we're
Just end it.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in to this episode of the Ike and Zeke podcast, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
What do you mean just end it? You were talking for a while. I thought you.